Hello and welcome. I am Nick Palkowski and this is your Ninja Tactics video. Here on Ninja Tactics, we talk a lot about productivity, how you can get more life out of your hours, and how you can actually go from working in your life to becoming the master of your life. And thinking that productivity is simply about sheer willpower and effort is a mistake. You see, that's the whole reason I started this little series, is because I wanted to share some of my experiences and tips and tricks on how you can actually get the most out of your days. And one trap that we often fall into, especially as high school students and college students, is thinking that you can get by on not getting enough sleep, on the amount of sleep you get. And to be honest, that's still something that I struggle with even now. So I shouldn't even say that it's just high school and college students. It's something that affects everyone. We try to get by barely sleeping. We try not to sleep at all. You need sleep, and you need a certain amount you need enough of it. Ideally, it should be roughly 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night. Now, there are definitely times that you can function with less, and actually I often encourage people to do that when they're for a short period of time, when they're trying to really get some stuff done and be very productive or have a big project they need to do. Yeah, getting 4 hours of sleep a night is not ideal, but you can get by with it. You can still function for a short period of time, but that's not something you want to do on a regular basis. And like I said, this is something I still struggle with. Right now, I am getting just under 7 hours of sleep, actually between 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep every night. And you want to know how I know that? I know that through a tool we're going to be talking about in just a little bit. So be sure to stay to the end of this video, and I'll talk about this tool in just a second. But first, there is a lot about sleep that has been researched, that we know a lot about sleep, about the science of sleep, and we know how important it is, what its functions are. I remember sitting in a psychology class where we spent 3 weeks just covering the topic of sleep, and by no means did we go all into it. And I won't go into all the details here right now, but basically what you need to know is that there is REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, and then there is non-REM sleep. And there are 4 stages of non-REM sleep, with stages 3 and 4 being deeper sleep and REM being the deepest sleep. And basically what happens is we go through cycles throughout the night that last about 90 minutes from the start, from basically being awake or almost awake to very deep sleep, and then kind of cycling back through. Now, one thing that many people struggle with is the reason you need deep sleep. You need to try your best to get deep sleep. And this is something we're going to talk about in future Ninja Tactics as well, is sleep. But the reason deep sleep is important is because that's when your body rebuilds. That's when your body rejuvenates itself. That's where you kind of recharges and re-energizes. And that's also very important for your brain function. Lots of brain activities happen in deep sleep, and that's how memory is increased, and actually a lot of learning, things you learn throughout the day are able to be, create those connections in your brain during that deep sleep. But that's not what I want to talk to you about here today. I want to talk to you about actually getting up in the morning, that next morning. Sometimes we struggle to get up. And, that alarm goes off and we don't want to move at all. You just want to stay there sleeping. Well, what has likely happened is you were being woken up in one of those later stages of sleep, because your body actually basically paralyzes itself, basically, and it's tough to wake up from that. So there's this neat little tool that I just found out a few weeks ago, actually from a friend, Andy Traub. He was actually interviewed on the podcast not too long ago, but he introduced me to this app, which I find amazingly helpful. The app is called Sleep Cycle, and there's 2 big reasons that I like it. You can see the app right there, Sleep Cycle. It's really a very neat app, and the reason I like it is because it will give you actually little statistics. It will tell you, it records your sleep and basically uses the sensors in your phone to figure out what stages of sleep you're in, because you move around more in the later stages of sleep. And then when you're in that deep stage, like I said, your body actually paralyzes itself and you don't move at all. So it uses that to kind of track which stages of sleep you're in, and then there is an alarm on it. You set your, basically what it is an alarm for you to get up in the morning. So you set the alarm, the time you absolutely have to wake up. For me, it's set at 5 o'clock. Well, during the night, the Sleep Cycle app is working and trying to figure out what stages of sleep I'm in. And within a 30-minute window, the way I have it set, it will wake me up sometime between 4:30 and 5 when I am sleeping the lightest, when they think it's the best time to actually wake me up. So like I said, it's kind of a cool little app to actually both wake you up, helps you get up easier, and makes you feel better, more rejuvenated in the morning, and not be so grumpy. It's the opposite of waking up on the wrong side of the bed. You're actually waking up on the right side of the bed. But then it also records and gives you kind of a visual layout of your sleep patterns. You can do sleep notes where you're tracking different events. Did I eat late tonight? How does that affect my sleep? You're able to track some of this stuff. It gives you lots of cool little statistics you can play around and figure out how to optimize your sleep, which, like I said, will be a topic of a future Ninja Tactics. So that's what I got for you today. Be sure to check out the Sleep Cycle app. I know it's available on iPhone. Don't know about anything else. I'll try not to talk too much about iPhones, just iPhone apps in future Ninja Tactics for those of you who maybe don't have smartphones who are Droid fans or Windows phones or whatever. But today I wanted to be sure to share this app with you. Now, if you enjoy getting iPhone app tips, I have a very special offer for you. If I'm coming out with an app guide, the top 4 apps to increase your productivity, which you'll be able to get by being on my actual mobile list. It's going to be exclusive content that you can only get there on that mobile list. That'll be coming out very soon. And to sign up for that list, to be sure you don't miss it, just text the word ninja to the number 585858, and you'll be signed up for that list, and you'll be sure to get that exclusive content. And this is your Ninja Tactic for today. So until next week, go out and take action.